Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Noah, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your text look a lot cooler. And at least in my opinion, I'm going to be showing you some methods of what to do with your text to make it look cool. So I'm going to be breaking down this header right here, and the first thing we're going to be doing is the letters flying around. If you notice on the header, it's not there now because it's just without the text, but there are like letters flying around, and it looks pretty cool. So the way I did this is I just type the text. This font that I'm using is this right here. It's not the same font as the original, but I think this one looks cooler. And so just double click this, and we're gonna give it like a gray color, so like that. And there's a texture of it, so it's just a basic grainy texture. As you can see, it's like, where is it? Dude, I actually don't know where the texture is. Oh my god. No. Am I retarded? Bro, I can't find the texture. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's just the texture set to overlay. This is what it looks like. And I just set it to overlay. And okay, so for the text, for the layer style, just double click this and add a bevel and emboss or whatever, and set the depth to like 1,000%, and set the size to something small where the edges are like kind of like not too wide, and don't soften it, just keep it sharp. And now you've pretty much got the layer style. Actually, I'm gonna rotate the angle a little bit. Not like that, but like I think I like that angle. The white kind of stands out, and yeah, it looks good. I like it. Except the white maybe is way too white. Hold on. It's way too white. And set this to 3 maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it like that. So, now that you have this, what you can do is you can, or you don't have to, add an outer glow to kind of separate the background from the text. So just a black outer glow, set this to normal, and kind of like give it just like a small shadow kind of. But anyway, so now that you have that, I'm just gonna double click the text, edit the text, and just put one letter at a time. So now that you have D, just Control J, Y, Control J, we'll click L, Control J, A, Control J, and okay, so now we're gonna we're gonna keep this as it is right now. We're gonna put it into one group, so we're gonna give it a name, gray text. And now we can hide that. I guess we can hide it and make the text again. This time it's gonna be white. We're gonna keep it right there, like in the middle. And next, what we're gonna do is now we can actually first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this, and then we're gonna go to color overlay and just set it to any color except white, so you can see when you click, and use arrows to move it down to give that kind of like a 3D effect. So you can see like how far down it's going. So I'm gonna put it to something like this. And honestly, if you wanted to, you could fill these parts in and then add a color overlay to like make it look more 3D, but I'm not gonna waste time with that. So I'm just gonna rasterize layer style and double click again and add an inner glow. And I think I did like a dark red inner glow, pretty sure. Or actually, the way I did this is the color overlay was like offset red, not really red, but like dark red. and the inner glow was like a bright red. So like that and like that. It will look a lot better if this right here was connected and stuff, but I'm just not gonna waste time on that. Maybe even move it down a little bit so it stands out more. But yeah, so now that you have that, we can actually go mess with this, the gray part that we did. And so I'm just gonna duplicate this in case we ever need like the layers again, individual letters. And I'm gonna rasterize all of these. So rasterize layer style, and now we have the individual ones. And now basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move them around and make them smaller or bigger. So like that. You're just gonna move them around, you know, randomly. This, you can't do this wrong because it's random. And the A and the N. So like that, maybe like that. And I'm actually gonna add like a shadow, so make a new layer above the N because like this doesn't really connect well. So I'm gonna make a new layer above N and add a clipping mask. So like that. Make a new brush, which is gonna be like 0 hardness, like that. Lower the opacity. And I'm also gonna do this for the A right here. So like that. There we go. And I think that's pretty much good. Maybe we could do it for the Y. Kind of looks like the white the white Y could maybe be like putting a shadow on the gray Y like that. Okay, so the next part I did, okay, I'm gonna make the D kind of like come closer. And I'm gonna make the N smaller. Just so it looks a little better. Maybe the L bigger. Like that. It doesn't really matter. So yeah. The next thing I did on this header. Wait, let me do the shadow on this one as well. Fuck. Okay, there we go. So the next thing I did on the header is I actually made, as you can kind of see here. No, you can't. Okay, I made the text like a little glitchy, the gray text. So I'm just gonna basically merge what we just did, merge it all. So when you hide it, it looks like that. And now I'm gonna get my select tool and I'm gonna just select like some parts. So select the first one, hold shift and keep holding shift when you're doing this. And just select like more parts of the text. Maybe like here, a little here. And you're gonna right click and click layer via cut. And now when you get your move tool, click on the header and then move your arrow to the right or left. Kind of gives that cool effect. And you could also go to filter, blur, and motion blur. Make sure the angle is on 0. Like that, and lower. Oh my god. I never get phone calls, but when I do, it's when I record. Okay, so again, the motion blur. Just add like a tiny bit of motion blur to kind of make it look a little more glitchy. Like that. And so now you've pretty much got the flying text, and we're gonna add one more. Okay, wait, let me merge this. So now we're gonna duplicate this if you want, and we're gonna make it bigger like that. And now we're gonna erase parts, like erase parts where you want it to be like hidden. So like for example, this D, we're gonna erase it a little bit so it looks like it's under. We could keep the N, and then the Y right here, we're gonna make it look like it's under. And the A we could keep, or I don't know, we could hide the N and keep the A like that. And definitely like do something here like that. Perfect. I think I like that. It's pretty cool. So the next of the header, of the text thing, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add kind of like a cool texture to the text. So basically I'm just gonna get this texture again that we have here, or I'm gonna look for one actually. I'm gonna look for one online. So I don't know, concrete texture, white. Basically if you type that in, you should get pretty much like the same texture that I used for the most part. And let's see. This one looks pretty cool right here. I think we could use this one if it loads. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use this one and I'm gonna copy it. So I'm gonna find my text. Right here is my text and I'm gonna put it above the text. So just go to edit and paste. And we can keep it like that. And click, hold Control and click like the T on the text. And now go to select, right click and select inverse and just click Control X. So now you have the texture and you could delete it on some parts like here, or like somewhere you don't want it, you could delete it. Kind of like maybe like make it look more interesting. Just like that. And let's see. Another thing I did for this specific text is pretty much what I did. I just okay, so I just rasterized the text, like the white text, the original text, this right here. And what I did is I got my select tool again and pretty much did the same thing that we did right here. So I just like grabbed some parts of the text, and this time I did it individually, not at the same time. So let's do the end first. So what I did is right click and layer via copy, not cut. So we have a new copy of this part of the text, and I put it like off to the side above the text, like right here, maybe, for example. Whoops. Where am I? I'm kind of lost right now. Okay, right here. And I would just change the color to some other color that we're using in the header. So like we could change it to red, we could change it to this like gray that we used before. And so once you do that, you could copy this and just move it down again like you did with the regular text and change it to another color, like for example red, like that. You can make this smaller, and if it doesn't fit in, you could put it like right here so it kind of separates from the text. Maybe even make it bigger. It's too big. Or just keep it the same size and just put it here. And honestly, you could even like make it black. Not black, but like darker gray. Or maybe lighter gray. You know, you could pretty much do anything you want with this. So, like, I don't know. Like, what color am I gonna use? Maybe like brighter green. I mean, not brighter green, brighter red. I'm actually stupid. So like that. And I don't know, you just have to play around with this, see what looks good. This kind of doesn't look good, but whatever. And also you could add an outer glow. That might fix the problem, like that. And then put one here. You're just basically playing around with the text. This isn't really, you don't really need skill for this, you just need creativity. And you could do the same part up top, maybe like down here. But yeah, so now we have the main text, and now I'm going to show you how I did the other text up top, which is this right here. And basically all it is, like, it's really simple. All it is just text, and it's the Need for Speed font. You can find it on pretty much anywhere on the internet. And basically just put it above the text, make it red. And now what I did is I duplicated it, rasterized it, and go to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. So it looks like it's glowing like that. And if you want, lower the opacity or make it screen or whatever. So now you can see we've pretty much, like, if you look over here, oh wait, I deleted it, never mind. So we've pretty much recreated the text, and honestly, if you put this into a new header, like, wait, what am I doing? If you put this into a blank header, like with nothing on it, it still looks good. So you could pretty much put this into any header, you could put it into use, and it will look pretty good. I can guarantee you that. So if I just grab it and put it into this right here, you can already see how cool that looks. Like, honestly, like this itself could be a header. Like, if you just add some more cool stuff, it could honestly be a header itself. I think it looks super cool, and if you put it onto a sick backing like this, you get a really cool outcome. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you found this tutorial helpful, let me know in the comments below, and I might do more. Like, maybe I could do another video like this, and you could pick what header you want to see, and I could break down the text. Or if you want to see how I made this backing, just let me know in the comments below. Peace out, guys.